Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
So how worried are we about gas prices? I know the people out there who drive, right? Drive a lot. It's a real bottom line kind of thing, right? I mean, it's, you feel it. You feel it right away. Taxi drivers, Uber drivers, any driver, right? And sometimes you can absorb it and sometimes you can't. Can be rather tough. Now, then again, we do have to, from time to time, we're never really called upon in this country to sacrifice, right? When the hell is the last time we've had to give up anything? Anything. I'm trying to think of, well, we gave up our freedom during COVID. How about that? Yeah, that was weird. Won't be doing that again. Give me liberty or give me death. Whatever happened to that mantra? Seriously. Ugh. So we sacrificed a whole hell of a lot. But then again, they had to pay us off with those PPE loans. Well, I guess we did sacrifice a lot. We're capable of it. But I have noticed that, oh my gosh, I can't, when President Trump said maybe little girls don't need $37, he had such a great point. I looked over in the toy area of my little girls. I mean, they have plastic and stuff and this and that. I mean, Barbie has a hotel. Barbie has a private jet. Barbie has a dollhouse. Barbie has a playhouse. Barbie has Ken. Ken has Barbie. All this crap. And it's all from China. And it's all unnecessary, I mean, kids get bored of stuff real quick. I saw this Amish kid once. Guess what his toy was? A wooden duck. That's all he had. It was actually kind of pathetic when you think about it. But he thought it was the best thing in the world, and he played with it like just this wooden duck. Fascinated the kid for like 2 years. I think we need a bit more stimulation than that. But then again, we don't need all this cheap crap from China. Let's go back to the Pentagon, if you don't mind. I want to hear the rest of this Hegseth Raising Cain brief. Go ahead.
Is wounded and likely disfigured. He put out a statement yesterday, a weak one, actually, but there was no voice and there was no video. It was a written statement. He called for unity. Apparently killing tens of thousands of protesters is his kind of unity. Iran has plenty of cameras and plenty of voice recorders. Why a written statement? I think you know why. His father, dead. He's scared, he's injured, he's on the run, and he lacks legitimacy. It's a mess for them. Who's in charge? Iran may not even know. With every passing hour, we know, and we know they know, that the military capabilities of their evil regime are crumbling. They can barely communicate, let alone coordinate. They're confused, and we know it. Our response? We will keep pressing. We will keep pushing, keep advancing, no quarter, no mercy for our enemies. Yet some in this crew, in the press, just can't stop. Allow me to make a few suggestions. People look up at the TV and they see banners, they see headlines. I used to be in that business. And I know that everything is written intentionally. For example, a banner or a headline, Mideast war intensifies, splashing on the screen the last couple of days, alongside visuals of civilian or energy targets that Iran has hit, because that's what they do. What should the banner read instead? How about Iran increasingly desperate? Because they are. They know it, and so do you, if it can be admitted. Or more fake news from CNN. Reports that the Trump administration underestimated the Iran war's impact on the Strait of Hormuz. Patently ridiculous, of course. For decades, Iran has threatened shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. This is always what they do, hold the strait hostage. CNN doesn't think we thought of that. It's a fundamentally unserious report. The sooner David Ellison takes over that network, the better. Another example of a fake headline that I saw yesterday. War widening. Here's a real headline for you for an actual patriotic press. How about Iran shrinking, going underground? So you see, Iran's leaders are hiding in bunkers and moving into civilian areas. The only thing that is widening is our advantage. Not to mention our Gulf partners.
I want to just jump in for a second. They have not been doing these organized briefings enough. They're not an everyday thing. And, if he's frustrated about how it's being portrayed, they could give a more steady stream of updates. I think and then quite frankly, you're kind of quibbling, right? The war is intensifying. That's not the worst thing in the world, right? Oh, their desperation. Well, we don't have any people in Iran. It's hard for us to assess that. One thing, I hated the Iraq war, but guess what? I saw the Iraq war up close, in personal. I was right there. You know why? I was embedded. They had this program embedded. They embedded U.S. troops with media with U.S. troops. I was with the 3rd Infantry Division, 2nd Brigade Combat Team. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, they're not going to show us anything. I saw everything. I saw everything there is to see in war. I saw it. And we could have done something like that here. We could have embedded, believe it or not, you could embed journalists in aircraft. It's been done before. You can do it on a broader scale, or at least a few. I remember Tom Brokaw got a ride in an F-18. All right, that's possible. You could do that. Why didn't we do it? Why aren't we doing it? I think that that would have been very beneficial. We don't have nearly enough media presence. We have basically no media presence in Iran. It's very hard for us to tell this stuff. Keep going.
Even more now going on the offense, and have always been with us on the defense with collective and integrated air defenses. Our will, it is unshakable. Our options, maximized. And our capabilities still building. We're going up, they're going down. As I said from the start, President Trump holds the cards. He'll determine the pace, the tempo, and the timing of this conflict. His hand firmly on the wheel, as well as on the throttle setting. America first, peace through strength in action. From day one, as our nation expects and the president demands, our warriors have fought with lethality, precision, and rapid innovation. In fact, today will be, yet again, the highest volume of strikes that America has put over the skies of Iran and Tehran. The number of sorties and number of bomber pulses, the highest yet, ramping up and only up.
Like intensifying.
And quantity has a quality of its own as we continue to ramp up. Every tool of AI, of cyber, of space, EW, counter-UAS, you name it, we're employing it. Blinding, confusing, and deceiving our enemy. Because we know who the good guys are here. And the American people do too. And that makes my job simple. I serve God, the troops, the country, the Constitution, and the President of the United States, and answer only to those. All in service of victory on the battlefield and the military objectives that we've laid out from day one. Defeat the missiles, missile launchers, and defense industrial base, which I laid out today. Defeat the Navy and deny Iran the ability to have a nuclear weapon. Clear, decisive, achievable. And Admiral Cooper knows, the CENTCOM commander who we spent a couple of hours with last night, that in pursuit of those objectives, we have his back in every way.
Stop for a second. Has he mentioned the 6 troops who got killed in that KC-135? I don't think he has. That's a little bit of a bizarre omission. I mean, it's not like we have so many deaths that you don't acknowledge them from the... I hope that he mentioned them earlier, and it was cut off somehow. All right, pick it up.
His commanders know that, and so do the troops in harm's way. Admiral Cooper gets what he needs, the assets, the authorities, the munitions, you name it. We will stop at nothing to win. War is hell. War is chaos. And as we saw yesterday with the tragic crash of our KC-135
Here we go.
tanker,
Good.
Bad things can happen. American heroes. All of them. And as I have with all of them, as we have, we will greet those heroes at Dover, and their sacrifice will only recommit us to the resolve of this mission. But war in this context and in pursuit of peace is necessary, which is why each day... All
right, so real quick, quibbling here. I mean, you know what? I would have mentioned that before I went off on CNN. Okay, that's all. All right, keep it. One more time.
Continue to appeal to heaven, to Almighty God's providence, to watch over and give special skill and confidence to our leaders and to our warriors. To those warriors who this nation prays for every single day, I hear from all of you out there who pray for them every day. Stay on bended knee and pray for them. I continue to say to them, Godspeed. May the Lord bless you and keep going. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today. Before I start with an update, I also want to address the tragic loss of our KC-135 refueling aircraft yesterday. The incident occurred over friendly territory in western Iraq while the crew was on a combat mission, and again was not the result, as CENTCOM has said, was not the result of hostile or friendly fire. We're still treating this as an active rescue and recovery operation. As CENTCOM announced this morning, 4 airmen have been recovered, and the Air Force and U.S. Central Command will provide updates as information becomes available. Please keep these brave airmen, their families, friends, and units in your thoughts in the coming hours and days. Our service members make an incredible sacrifice to go forward and do the things that the nation asks of them. It's a reminder of the true cost of the dedication and commitment of the Joint Force. We're also aware of a fire on board the USS Gerald R. Ford. We're thinking about the crew there who are injured in the fire. We believe and hope that everyone will be okay, and we're grateful for that. And for any further questions on that, we'd refer you to NAVCENT or to the Navy.
All right, stop.
This morning we enter the 13th...
Stop. This is the kind of thing I'm a little bit worried about. What the hell? There was a fire on an aircraft carrier? How did it start? Ask questions of who? You're right there. You see, this is the kind of thing that makes me a little bit nervous. Fire on the aircraft carrier. How did it start? Was it a missile? Was it burned dinner? What the freaking hell happened? Jeez. All right. Pick it up there, Raisin.
Day of Operation Epic Fury, and we continue to make progress towards our military objectives. As the Secretary said, today will be our heaviest day of kinetic fires across the operating area. CENTCOM continues to attack ballistic missile and drone capabilities so that they are no longer a threat to U.S. forces, our bases, or our partners. They're continuing to destroy the Iranian Navy.
Stop! I just found out the laundry caught fire. There was a problem with the laundry. So it wasn't phew. I hope they're not screwing us around, jerking us around. The laundry. Well, anything you do in the military is big. You know what I mean? It's all industrialized, right? Everything is big. Got 5,000 guys in there. The laundry is huge. Keep it up.
Freedom of navigation, and this means going after Iran's mine-laying capability and destroying their ability to attack commercial vessels. And we're targeting their defense industrial base so they cannot rebuild the capabilities that can harm America's interests or our partners in the future. As Admiral Cooper said in his update on Wednesday, Iranian combat power continues to decline as a result of the continued strikes, as the Secretary talked about. We've attacked over 6,000 targets, and our strike packages continue to launch every hour, and we've maintained an unprecedented number of sorties up overhead of Iran. CENTCOM is now persistently over the enemy, and a result, we've seen a reduction in missile and one-way attack fires, as the Secretary said. In less than 2 weeks, we've rendered the Iranian Navy combat ineffective and continue to attack naval vessels, including all of their Soleimani-class warships, which were armed with anti-ship missiles and anti-aircraft weapons. We've made progress, but Iran still has the capability to harm friendly forces and commercial shipping, and our work on this effort continues. But I want to make something clear. The only thing preventing commercial traffic and flow through the straits right now, which there is some through the straits, is Iran. They are the belligerents here holding the straits closed, although there is some traffic moving through there. We've made it a priority to target Iran's mine-laying enterprise, their mine layers, the naval bases and depots, in addition to the missiles that could influence the straits. And CENTCOM continues to attack those efforts. And we continue to make progress on the industrial base to include factories, weapons warehouses that are stored in, and we will continue to do so in the coming days.
All right, man. I'm a little bit suspicious. All right, I'm just a little bit suspicious right now, and I got to revisit a couple of things. 3 airplanes were shot down in the friendly fire incident, right? 3 F-15 shot down in a row. The more I think about it, the weirder it gets, okay? Just be straight with us. Now, sometimes in warfare, you can't, all right? There's got to be, sometimes in warfare, you have to, what's the word? Lie a little bit. You do. You lie. You can't let the enemy know everything. You can't necessarily you should let your people know everything. Look, there is such a thing as information operations. It's necessary sometime. Give me a moment, all right? I got to check something. I'll be right back.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.